Happy Monday, each and every one of you. I hope your Miami hangover has finally chilled out and you've had a chance to get your bearings again after all these big drops. Elon's flip-flopping, but hey, that Model S Plaid, eh? The total value locked in DeFi is down at $60 billion after that incredible top back in May, but it does seem to be settling into this area quite nicely. And while we're on the subject of numbers, last week saw some huge funding announcements from teams that literally had my jaw on the floor, and it's something I want you to practice. It's just this. Let your jaw hang open. That is the feeling when you see this. Now, the biggest of these raises was the $314 million raised by Solana Labs, led by A16Z and Polychain Capital. And if you were in any doubt, $314 million is a lot. Like really a lot. Now, back in the ICO days of 2017, Tezos raised $232 million, while Bancor raised $153 million. And at the time, those were seen as frankly obscene. But nobody batted an eyelid at this recent raise. That, though, is one serious war chest. And it was followed by the DeFi brokerage Oxygen adding Jump Trading as a strategic partner. And Solana, it's very clear, are serious about DeFi. But there were plenty more. Blockdemon, a staking infrastructure project, announced a $28 million round, including participation from Goldman Sachs. Decentralized market maker Hummingbot raised $8 million. There was $10 million for Instadap, who's going to be launching their governance token Insta before too long. Then game developer Mythical joined the party with the announcement of a $75 million raise, including funds from Gary V's Vayner Fund. And while we're on the subject of NFTs, this COVID alien punk sold at Sotheby's for $11.7 million. Now, let's not forget, these were given out for free to anybody who wanted them at the time. And it's apt we talk about art for a moment, because another big story of last week was crypto artists being targeted en masse with .scr files containing malware that logged their MetaMask password and then ransomed them for the stolen property. The message coming back loud and clear was the need for a hardware wallet and better OPSEC. And just last week, Ledger announced a $380 million Series C led by 10T Holdings, making them a bona fide unicorn with a valuation of $1.5 billion. Now look, we began producing a weekly series with Ledger in February, which you can find in the School of Block playlist on the channel, and I like to think that this latest round of funding, that unicorn valuation, is entirely down to us. Now, it's never a bad idea to revisit your personal security protocols, though. And in other big money news, Carrera, the Kusama DeFi parachain, has raised 200,000 KSM tokens, equivalent to, I can scarcely believe this, $100 million. It's one of the first crowd loans on the platform. And again, this is serious money. And it's a sign of just how much liquidity is available outside of the Ethereum ecosystem. Just imagine when all of this is seamlessly connected together. Now, one final thought on all this capital being raised. It may look like a lot, but when we inevitably decline into a long bear market and projects re-enter the biddle phase, they are going to need a very, very long runway and vice-like treasury management. Capital raised now will be vital for riding out a protracted downturn, and we still don't know quite how DeFi will fare in a bear market, but given that stablecoins form such an important component of the ecosystem, there is hope that the sun may continue to shine, albeit weakly. This was the Defiant Monday Quick Take. It's all set up to be a fascinating week. I will see you on the next one. Peace!